alike in every condition. And the impious, the opposite of all that is purest and like itself, and everything that it be impurest presents us with one form of appearance, and so far as it is impurest. Most certainly. Tell me then, what is the purest and what is the impurest, do you say? I say that the purest is to do what I'm doing now, to prosecute the wrongdoer, be it about murder or temple robbery or anything else, whether the wrongdoer is your father or your mother or anyone else. Not to persecute is impurest. And observe, Socrates, that I can cite powerful evidence that the law is so. I have already said to others that such actions are right, not to favor the ungodly, whoever they are. These people themselves believe that Zeus is the best and most just of the gods. Yet they agree that he bound his father because he unjustly swallowed his sons, and that he castrated his father for similar reasons. But they are angry with me because I am prosecuting my father for his wrongdoing. They contradict themselves in what they say about the gods and about me. Indeed, Euthyphro, this is the reason why I am the defendant in the case, because I find it hard to accept things like that being said about the gods, and it is likely to be the reason why I shall be told I do wrong. Now, however, if you have full knowledge of such things, share their opinions, we must agree with them too, it would seem. For what are we to say? We agree that we ourselves have no knowledge of them. Tell me, by the God of friendship, do you really believe these things are true? Yes, Socrates, and so are even more surprising things of which the majority has no knowledge. And do you believe that there is really a war among the gods and terrible enmities and battles and other such things are told by the poets, and other sacred stories such as are embroidered by good writers, and by representation of which the robe of the goddess is doomed when it is carried up to the Acropolis? Are we to say these things are true, Euthyphro, not only these, Socrates, but as I was saying just now, I will, if you wish, relate many other things about the gods which I know will amaze you. I should not be surprised, but you tell me these at some leisure. You tell me at leisure some other time. For now, try to tell me more clearly what I was asking just now for my friend, and you did not teach me adequately when I asked you what the pious was, but you told me what you are doing now in prosecuting your father for murder is pious. And I told the truth, Socrates. Perhaps you agree, however, that there are many other pious actions. There are. Bear in mind that I did not bid you to tell me what were pious actions. So that makes all pious actions pious. For you agreed that all impious actions are impious, and all pious actions pious. Man, gone. I do. Tell me then what this form itself is, so that I may look upon it, using it as a model, so that any action yours is pious. Bro, what in the world am I reading? And if it's not, that it is not. If that's how you want it, Socrates, that is how I will tell you. That is what I want. Well then, what is dear to the gods is pious. What is not is impious. Splendid, Euthyphro. You have now answered in the way that I wanted. Whether your answer is true, I do not know yet, but you will obviously show me that what you say is true. Euthyphro, certainly. Come then, come let us explain what we mean. An action of man dear to the gods is pious, but an action or a man hated by the gods is impious. They are not the same, but quite opposite. The pious and the impious. Is that not so? It is indeed, and that seems to be a good statement. I think so, Socrates. We have also stated that the gods are in a state of discord, that they are at the odds with each other. Euthyphro, and that they are enmity with each other. Has that too been said? It has. What are the subjects of difference that caused hatred and anger? Let us look at it this way. If you and I were to differ about numbers as to which is the greatest, would the difference make us enemies and angry with each other, or would we proceed to count and soon resolve our difference about this? We will certainly do so. Again, if we deferred about the larger and smaller number, we would turn to measurement and soon cease to defer. That is so. And about the heavier and the lighter, we would resort to weighing and will be reconciled, of course. What subject of difference would make us angry and hostile toward each other if we were unable to come to a decision? Perhaps you do not have the answer ready, but examine as I tell you whether these subjects are just unjust, the beautiful and the ugly, the good and the bad. Are these not subjects of the difference about which, when we are unable to come to a satisfactory decision, you and I and other men become hostile to each other whenever we do? That is different, Socrates, about those subjects. What about the gods, Euthyphro? If indeed they have differences, it will not be about these same objects. It certainly must be so. Then according to your argument, my good Euthyphro, different gods consider different things to be just, beautiful, ugly, good, or bad, for they would not be at the odds with one another. They differed about these subjects, would they? You are right. And they, like what of each of them considers beautiful, good, and just, and hate the opposite of these, certainly. But you say that these same things are considered by some gods unjust by others, and they dispute about these things. It is. The same things then are loved by the gods and hated by the gods would be both good God loved and God hated. It seems likely. And the same things would be both pious and impures according to this argument. I'm afraid so. So you did not answer my question. You surprising me. I did not ask you what the same thing is both pious and impures, and it appears that what is loved by God is also hated by them. So it is no way surprising if your present action, namely punishing